These are very difficult trade-offs that I think folks haven't been trained in doing, to David's point. So it'll be really interesting few years to see how these organizations
I think this
react.
goes to Sachs's point about, hey, the ecosystem, if it's hard, if it's cantankerous, if there's sand in the oyster, it could make the pearl. If you have a congenial relationship with, your product manager VC and everybody's champagne and caviar and high-fiving, maybe that's not as good as having a Bill Gurley, a Michael Moritz, and having a foil maybe who is putting pressure on the management team. Hey, we need to hit these numbers. Friedberg and then Sachs.
Yeah. Look, I think one counter argument here may be that there is this friggin' tidal wave of AI companies, and there is this incredible amount of lubricant in the dry powder that's sitting on the side of the market right now that all these venture funds raised in the last 2 years, that is going to lubricate all these AI companies into every vertical and every market. So every company's wrapped up in an AI cloak, like a magic invisibility cloak. Every AI company's got an AI hat and a badge and a tattoo now, or every company's being rewritten as an AI company. And the money wants to find its way into AI, and it wants to rewrite every industry with AI. So I think similar to what we saw with mobile and the social web, going back 10 or 15 years, we're seeing kind of this AI wrapper and this AI technology enabler rewrite the possibility of every vertical. And the VCs have more capital than they had 15 years ago or 10 years ago, or even 7 years ago. So there is this counter narrative, which may be that the game goes on, the band continues to march on. The current crop dies out, but there's immediately a new crop waiting right behind it. Or what happens is the herd dies and everyone runs to the back of the herd and gets recapitalized. Because I can tell you, every startup I know that's not going well, everyone's talking about leaving to go do an AI company. And the venture firms are ready to write money. Yeah.
I think you're right about that. I think the question is, the actual person making the check, will they be more or less likely? And at least what history would tell you is that we've hired an entire generation of people that, and this is clear, do not map to the people in our industry that have actually generated returns. So you're right. They may take this money and misallocate it into these companies that are just, rebranding themselves. But that just goes and further proves that there is a type of person that hasn't